Hi there, continuing the series on combative mindset. A few years ago, quite a few years ago, at a training conference in the United States, during a break, Marcus was chatting to a group of the guys, and he mentioned the amygdala and the effects, including body alarm reaction. And this was new to the guys, who included quite a few rather prominent names in the training community. The amygdala and things like that were new to me as well. And what Marcus was describing was the neurological and chemical process that occurs when the body detects a threat stimulus, and how it prepares for fight and flight. And so the term body alarm reaction is one that's used for this. And the implications of this quite massive dump of chemicals and the neurological surge that it has on your ability to plan and process information, how your brain is functioning under this, and also what kind of skills you're able to perform. So it's a very relevant topic. And since Marcus first kind of alerted us to it, the literature has become more widespread. And a while ago, one of the chaps in the Gutter Fighters turned up, and he gave me a present of a book, and it's this book, Body Alarm Reaction, Scientific Training of the Adrenal Stress Response by Michael Patrick. And what the book does is really outline the implications of body alarm reaction. He talks about the brain function, the parts of the brain involved and what they do. It's quite detailed. And the training implications, things like the importance of scenario training. So he introduces the book. Let's go to the intro page here. It talks about taking a scientific look at the processes that happen in the body under extreme stress, known as body alarm reaction. These effects occur as a natural survival mechanism that can either lead us to perform at levels like never before, or in cases lead to catastrophic failure. So you can see from that little couple of sentences I wrote out, it's a very important topic, very important book. And he mentions the word scientific. He does quote a lot of scientific studies. So he does give quite an authoritative tone to the book and basis to the book. It starts off with fear, which is a fairly well-researched phenomenon because of the martial arts. Jeff Thompson has done quite a bit on fear, that kind of thing. But it's always as well to integrate fear control into any kind of training. Some of the chapters, the role of memory. He, like most of the writers in this field, talk about the OODA loop. Then also the color code. He discusses the autonomic nervous system and the chemical cocktail that is dumped into the bloodstream. Cognitive and perceptual phenomena, the kind of stuff that was identified by Masayub Takesaikia and so on. I won't go through the whole contents. The book, I find it very worthwhile to read. I think it would be more appealing to instructors rather than to guys who are just interested in some practical application of how to use the combative mindset. But for instructors, it's a very, very handy resource to have. It's easy to understand, even though there's a lot of science in it. It doesn't overwhelm you with it, and it's certainly a welcome addition to the literature.